Hello, welcome to our very irregular podcast from the Book Chatters. Even though we're irregular, we're nonetheless fabulous. So get ready to hear about 5 fantastic books that we've read lately. Over to you, Beck.
Hi everyone. I finished reading When Rain Turns to Snow by Jane Godwin in 2 days. Absolutely loved it. It's a YA book. The main character is called Lisa and she's in year 8. She's 13 turning 14. Lives in Melbourne and just has an amazingly normal life that turns completely upside down in a matter of hours. And it all starts off with a boy turning up to her back door with a baby in his arms, and he would only be about 11 years old, and it just goes from there. It covers normal things that happen to teenagers, but also with just amazing things that they cope with and how they're coping with it. It touches on cyberbullying, it touches on adoption, it touches on IVF, all in this week-long drama in her life. The characters are amazing. You get drawn in straight away and you just want to know how this is all going to end. I thoroughly recommend it. Next, we've got Melissa.
Ooh. So I haven't finished reading. I'm halfway through. You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. Now, this is a book that I've read on the recommendation of Miss Gagan or Crystal. So it's the story of Liz Lightly, who is an American girl in high school, and she's desperate to leave her small town and is hoping to win a scholarship to go to the college of her dreams because she wants to be a haematologist, but mostly she actually just wants to leave town and start her life over. But her plans come unstuck and she needs to find a plan B. So her plan A was to go to this college and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Liz lives with her grandparents and her younger brother, and she has some fiercely loyal friends who are hilarious. She loves band, she loves school, she loves her friends. But despite how much she loathes the idea, she's actually decided to run for prom queen. Now, her town is obsessed with the prom, with the formal. They are absolutely obsessed. It is the biggest thing that happens in the school every year. It's like bigger than Christmas. What did you think about it, Crystal?
So I think what I liked most about this book is that Liz is actually a black female character and she's grown up in a very small white majority town, and it's how she's been forced to kind of fit in all the time, and through the prom queen trials and everything, she's starting to realise that maybe fitting in is not what she needs to do in order to stand out to win. It's really good. I really do recommend it, and I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I'm really enjoying it. She needs to learn how to be herself.
Yeah.
And I love the relationship that she has with her grandparents and with her brother.
It's so cute, isn't it?
Yeah. It's really lovely because it's not a sibling, like a traditional, what you think would be a sibling relationship where they fight and everything. They really support one another.
Definitely.
And her friends are hilarious too.
Definitely.
I haven't finished it, but I think they're going to play a big part in the rest of the book. So I'm really looking forward to finishing that one. So thank you.
That's okay.
Thank you. So the next one up is lovely Donna.
Okay, today I'm going to be talking about Becoming, and that's a memoir from Michelle Obama, and you will find it in our life stories genre. With upcoming US election topics in the news, this book I think will appeal to anyone who's interested in a behind-the-scenes look at US politics. Michelle Obama was not only very active in her role as First Lady, but she was highly recognised for her own Ivy League education and her business skills. She's also a strong family figure and an advocate for many things, including women, education, and health. She writes about the tough times in the book, the busy times, and the disappointments, but it's never a complaint. I really like her endless willpower and the can-do attitude that comes when you read the book. Believing that she's going to get out of it what she puts in, and the hard work is simply to be expected. Some people have labelled her as bossy. In the book, she likes to call it confidence, and I think she needs confidence. Everyone needs confidence in themselves to succeed. I personally think that she's inspirational, and that's not because of her White House position or her gender or her ethnicity. Sorry, let's just skip that word. She just instills readers with a sense of normality, a feeling that anyone can achieve a goal. It may not be on such a public platform, and your goal might not influence a whole country, but it's your goal. It's okay to change goals, and it should be a work in progress your whole life. There's so many quotes that I read in the book that I loved. I'm going to share this one. Don't be afraid, be focused, be determined, be hopeful, be empowered. If you enjoy that book or think it sounds like you, then we also have some books about Barack Obama's life and his presidential journey as well. And now Helen is going to review the final book.
Oh, maybe. There might be one more after me. My book that I'm going to review is also a memoir. It's called Hey Kiddo, but it's a memoir with a difference because it's also a graphic novel. So it tells the story of Jarrett Krozoska, and hopefully I've pronounced that correctly, who is a graphic designer and an artist, but it's about his life growing up. And when he was at the age of 3, he was taken off his mother because she had drug addiction issues and crime issues related to that, and was judged unfit. So he, as a mother, and he was raised by his grandparents. It's a great book about just life and growing up in a different sort of set of issues that he had to face. And what I loved about it is that it never shies away from the hard things, but it's also not a miserable book or a depressing book. It's really quite uplifting, and it will touch your heart. A truly captivating story. Now a successful artist, illustrator, author, graphic designer. You can dig into Jarrett's life by reading this graphic memoir, or you can watch, he's done a really great TED talk that's worth watching, or you could have a look at some of the other books he's published. It's a great story, but also the artwork is incredible. And at the end of the book, he describes the techniques. So anybody who's interested in art will also be interested in this book. That's my recommendation, Hey Kiddo by Jarrett Krozoska. Over to you, Crystal.
Okay, so my book for us today is, I've been on a bit of a diversity kick lately, and this one I absolutely loved because it's hilarious. So it's called The Extraordinary by TJ Klune, and it's the story of Nicholas Bell. Nicholas, or Nicky as his friends call him, has lost his mother due to some crime happening in the streets, and his dad is a police officer, and they have been trying to figure out how to move forward from that point onwards. And Nicky has recently become obsessed with the superheroes in his town, which appeared shortly after his mother passed away, and he is just absolutely obsessed with them. He writes fan fiction about them. He has this crush on one of them, and so he has decided that he's going to do whatever he can in order to meet his heroes, and part of that means he wants to become extraordinary himself. It is hilarious. I love the relationship between him and his dad. It's just absolutely funny, and it's a bit more of a senior read, but it is hilarious, and I really do recommend it if you're looking for a diversity read with some superheroes in it. So I think that's us. That's it from us from the Book Chatters. We hope you enjoy this episode of our very sporadic podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.